As a coach, when you're working on the defensive game, the key is to make sure that you always go through a progression of drills before you start actual game situation drills. So we talk about pre-practice fundamentals, really just emphasizing the fundamentals of fielding and throwing the ball. The progression to that is then to do ground ball series, which is the ground ball right at you, left, right, over your head, ball that you have to charge. From there you go to position play. What that really means is all the responsibility that revolves around your base or your position. And last, you put your positions together, splitting the infield where you can do two things at once, to finally ending your defensive progression to actual game situation stations. So where they're actually playing out game situations. Every single time you put together and organize your practice, make sure that you emphasize each phase of your defensive progression. There'll be days where you're just really struggling as a team. Maybe you're having problems with the backhand. So go ahead and let that be the pre-practice fundamental that you work on, simply backhands. So make sure that you adjust based on where your team is in the year. I constantly get the question, how many balls are we going to be fielding at one point during the season? It's a very simple formula that we use. In the off season or preseason, if you have a preseason, you have a high volume of individual drills. As you get closer to the season, you shorten up the individual drills and you put a larger number of game situation drills because now the team has to get used to working together. But it doesn't matter if your team can work together if each individual player can't pick it up and throw a strike to their intended target. So that's why we spend a lot of time on individual drill work. So the progression is individual, covering all the type of ground balls or fly balls depending on the infield, outfield situations, to position play, all the responsibility that revolves around your position, and finally game situation play, where all the players are out on the field at once and you're working a number of game situations.